I am what I am, and that's all that I am. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. And I used to be better at that when I was a kid. Like, way cuter, too. Now it just hurts my soul. I'm gonna look back on this. I'm leaving this in. I don't even care. I'm just gonna leave this in. But, anyways, guys, we've got a new death battle. It is Saitama versus Popeye the Sailor Man. My money's on Popeye. Why? Because Popeye rules. Okay? I am sadly old enough to know Popeye, and he was the first strong, badass hero dude type. Okay? So, well, I mean, he wasn't exactly the first. I'm not sure about that. But, you know, it would just be funny to watch Saitama lose one, especially against a character that probably has no right defeating him. Probably has no right. But don't get me wrong, I love Saitama too, and I love One Punch Man. I think this is going to be really funny, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. So without further ado, let's watch this battle.
Saitama, the One Punch Man.
Popeye, the Sailor Man.
East versus West. Old versus new.
Healthy eating versus basic exercise.
These two warriors may seem ridiculous, but their unassuming exteriors belie impossible strength.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Nice poses, bro. Bros, sorry, plural. There's two dudes.
Brutal and short. The challenges we face during our brief sojourn on this tiny blue marble are what make us human. They light a fire in our soul. They make it all worth something. Without them, we are lost.
Yeah, it's a little early in the day for an existential crisis, but luckily I came prepared.
For this failed salaryman,
of course,
all it took to get that fiery
beer.
passion back was to save this butt-chin child from a crab monster in underwear. That was a sentence.
Such an epic
Saitama,
season.
And he was going to be a superhero.
And so he trained, pushing his body beyond its limits and shattering the boundaries of humanity.
So hard, his freaking hair fell out.
Saitama's strength grew exponentially.
So what if I'm bald?
With the goal of becoming the greatest hero who ever lived.
And much to his horror, that's exactly what he got.
All it took was one punch. Damn it!
I have not heard the English translation.
He became the one, the only, the infamous Kate Baldy.
But anyone who's cool knows him as One Punch Man, as in he can't help but beat almost every opponent he's faced in exactly one punch. One friggin' punch.
Great.
And this is a universe with some pretty whacked out monsters, like a giant who's over a quarter of a kilometer tall and can stomp city-sized craters into the earth.
Or an Esper who can effortlessly pull giant meteors from outer space.
Or a Monster King.
Now hold on a second. I'm getting spoiled from the season 2, aren't I?
And Saitama's never even broken so
I think I
much
am.
as a sweat fighting any of them.
Pretty sure he didn't fight her in the first season. They like teased it or something, but
and fired it at Saitama,
who blocked it by squirt gunning some lava at it. The lava.
But it's been so long since I've watched it. I'm probably wrong.
And then he punched him. Surprise.
Saitama's created after images just by hopping side to side, defeated a martial arts master with his butt, and survived the inhospitable vacuum of space.
Good job, Saitama. You really showed him.
In about 16 seconds.
You
That's 8% the speed of light.
disrespectful bastard.
This alien dude who stated to move near light speed or punch so fast his fist starts to blue shift. You know, that thing that happens when you approach the speed of light?
Saitama utilizes his absurdly superhuman strength and speed with techniques like his devastating normal punch.
Normal punch.
And
Yeah,
if you
consecutive
want
normal
to
punches.
Consecutive normal punches.
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Those are his attack names? What kind of self-respecting anime protagonist is he?
Plain
The
and
best.
simple, he's a satire of one. Instead of seeing his journey from the beginning and enjoying his struggle to the top, we join him when he's already there.
Yeah.
Basically, imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kinda sucks all the drama out of it, doesn't it?
And that's the point.
It'd be weird
Far
take.
from the power fantasy the genre is known for, Saitama's life became an existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict, the struggle that had heretofore defined him became meaningless. His new reality was inescapably boring.
No
Really
shit.
saying
Care.
something when
Does
he
not
can
care.
decimate mountains without even hitting them, or shatter asteroids that rank a 9 on the Torino scale. For those not in the Torino, that's equal to 1 trillion tons of TNT. This guy's training must have been insane.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Do it every single day.
You've got to be shitting me.
It
Hey,
doesn't
that's
make sense
stuff
because
that
it's
you
not
can
allowed
actually
to make
do.
sense. To be fair, though, to someone who isn't already a trained soldier,
And there's lots of people that have already done it on the internet, and it's all over the internet.
Pretty much impossible.
And they look
100 push-ups and sit-ups are
literally no
technically
different, but, you know, hey. What matters is that they're healthy. They're healthier than they were.
Every single day would absolutely destroy your legs.
Put
True.
simply, effective workouts involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro level, then allowing them time to repair themselves more durable than before. This repair process requires hydration, consuming protein and carbohydrates, and lots of sleep.
But
Yep.
Saitama's workout schedule doesn't give them time to repair, which means he was basically just ripping himself to shreds over and over and over. After
Yeah.
a few days, he shouldn't even been able to move, but he just...
And yet people on the internet have done
There might
this.
be an explanation. Take the brilliant
I mean, it could be
scientist Dr.
bullshit.
Genus, whose
I mean,
half-century of research into
like the
evolution
internet tells the
was
truth all the
erased in,
time, am I right?
well,
Of
1
course
month.
it does.
According to
Don't
Genus's
question it.
hypothesis, Saitama's training broke his limiter.
Basically, every living thing on Earth has a limit to their natural abilities. At some point, no matter how badass they are, they'll plateau. Wait a minute. Have I peaked? I gotta go to the gym!
Well, Saitama trained so hard, he literally defied the laws of nature and reality. He just breaks the logic of his world. He crushed the entire field of evolutionary biology in the palm of his hand.
And while he has stated that his strength did eventually stop growing, it's pretty clear he's never gotten close to showing it off in full.
Such as when he fought the godlike alien conqueror Lord Boros, and finally broke out.
What a
his
bore he was. There's a pun for you.
punches a little harder than normal.
And reflected Boros' collapsing star-roaring cannon. Now, you see, that's an attack name. An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over 50 zetatons of TNT. Like a quadrillion of the world's strongest nukes going off at once.
Despite his obvious and overwhelming power, Saitama's accomplishments were never officially recognized. As if no one in their right minds could believe a psych ward Charlie Brown could save the world.
Well, he doesn't seem to
Psych
mind.
ward
Almost
Charlie
as if being
Brown.
removed from
That is
anything
the
resembling
best
conflict gave him a perspective
description
on
of
how
him
truly
I've ever
contrived
heard.
His world is. Only Saitama's the only one in on the joke, because who cares about how far up their own ass a supervillain is when you can just chill at home with your buds and play video games?
Maybe that was the real lesson all along. Not to value our lives based on our accomplishments, but on the time we spend living and enjoying life's simple pleasures.
I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think of anything more pleasurable than punching so hard my name becomes a byword for literally unbeatable. The dude is the undisputed king of broken anime characters, because until Saitama finds his equal, he's gonna end all his fights
With
in
one punch.
one punch!
I guess that takes care of that.
Great animation too, hilarious.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
Here we go.
Adventurer, sailor, man.
Oh, two against one, huh?
Man, he's
How do you like that?
Marlboro factories every day. And have you ever wanted to
How's that
know
guy
what
beating his
angry
ass?
cat sex sounds like? He can sing.
I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
How
It's like-
exactly do you know?
It's like they gave the character
Popeye's
no
origins aren't
teeth or
humble.
something.
Born to the cruelly named Poop Deck Pappy, Popeye was, immediately upon birth, horrifically ugly.
Yeah.
So ugly, his father fled in embarrassment of his spawn and never returned.
So Popeye grew up with a chip on his shoulder and a pop in his eye, especially after discovering his higher calling.
Oh, that's
beating
great.
the snot out of people.
Don't worry, Popeye's fists are righteous, only spilling the snot of those who deserve it. Inspired by his adopted father, Whaler Joe, Popeye set out to put his combat prowess to the test and join the Navy, becoming a true sailor man.
It was there he learned the sweet science of boxing and to battle against World War II era racial stereotypes. I'm being non-specific, not just for sensitivity, but because there are so many examples.
Originating in the era of rubber hose animation, Popeye's body is essentially made of, well, rubber, able to stretch, twist, squish, and squash any way
The
he
original
likes.
Luffy.
Rev up his arm for a punch that'll knock you around the planet.
Popeye's punches are fascinating since they can disincorporate their targets into composite elements, like turning anchors into fish hooks, an alligator into handbags, and several Native Americans. You know, I don't even want to.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
He can
That's fucking horrible.
He can shoot fire from his corncob pipe, pull a canyon closed, punch bolts of lightning out of the air.
That's so
and even
horrible.
give the sun a black eye.
Judging by the distance the sun is from the Earth, as well as the time it took for the high striker puck to reach it, the puck must have been moving at 500 times the speed of light. In order to generate that force, Popeye must have swung his fist just as fast. Hell, he's even shadowboxed so fast, he somehow occupied 2 places at once and hit himself.
So, was he just born this way? Is being ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit superpowers out of your ass? Because if so, you might want to get on that, buddy.
No. The secret to Popeye's immense physical strength is simply the virtue of nutrition.
I knew you'd find a way to make it lame.
Specifically, Popeye has spent his life consuming a miracle herb.
Look
that
at
has
this
turned him
guy.
From a mere sailor into a veritable god. Spinach.
Propaganda straight from the bean counters at Big Vegetable. You'll never get me to eat my grains, damn you! It's only animal flesh and grain alcohol for me!
Originating
Good
in
God.
Spinacia oleracea is a leafy green nutrient and antioxidant-rich vegetable that can help prevent cancer and reduce blood pressure.
And apparently imbue your biceps with the power of God and anime.
While a normal can of spinach contains
It's on my
100
side.
calories, when used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it immediately increase Popeye's already impressive strength and speed even further, it makes him virtually impervious to harm.
Damn.
Lets him fly, turn invisible, shapeshift his body into literally anything, and even survive the universe getting turned off. That's right, this big whatever the hell that thing is apparently God, and he turned off reality in order to kill Popeye and his friends.
The
'Cause why
fuck?
not? Except guess what? Popeye was fine. Why? Because he eats his spinach.
I wonder what its nutritional content is. Let's find out with Matt.
He eats his
A single can of
spinach.
spinach in Popeye's world was once able to grow a beanstalk.
Oh, this is
so
great.
tall it reached
I love
into
Death
outer space,
Battle again.
all the way to a nearby solar system and shattered this stylized yellow
I mean,
stalk.
I never
By
stopped loving
measuring
Death
one
Battle.
of
What are
this
you, crazy?
spinach Stock and including the caloric density of regular spinach, we can calculate one single can of Popeye spinach contains over 46 undecillion calories. That's over 700 octillion times greater than the total calories the average person will consume over their entire
Why
life.
are you wearing a rubber
46 million
fucking
yotatons
glove,
of
dude?
TNT, enough to destroy, well, a star, or enough to punch your annoying neighbor so hard that when they land, they tilt the earth.
By measuring the angle of the planet after tilting, we can determine its axis was adjusted by about 13 degrees in less than a second. That's a speed of about 1.8 million meters per second.
I wonder, is that enough to power a rocket ship so fast it travels backwards in time? Yeah, 'cause that happened. I only know of one type of herb that'll take you through time. Whatever
Oh
kind of
god, the
spinach
Green
it is,
Goblin's at it
it's
again.
normal.
Or the Hobgoblin.
Popeye doesn't consume some special magical spinach. Any kind will do, even if it's handed to him by the audience in the real world watching his
Any
cartoon.
spinach.
He can summon cans to his side by whistling for them, praying to gods, painting them into reality, or just with his hands. The dude has literally been disintegrated into nothingness. Then his nothingness grabbed a spinach can out of nowhere and ate it. Nothing ate it. His nothing. And then he came back good as I don't know.
He can even punch so hard he tears the film strip he's being animated on.
How?
Or exit his cartoon to beat the shit out of his own animator.
So Popeye's basically fought
My
two
God.
different versions of God
No one's
and
safe.
whooped their asses. You know, he's a pretty chill broski considering he's basically a spinach-eating Lovecraftian nightmare.
But he's always down for a scrap.
What the
So
fuck?
if you decide to antagonize him, be aware you're messing with one of cartoon's all-time heavyweight champions. And, for your own sake, eat your fucking vegetables.
Popeye the Sailor Man.
This is the greatest episode.
All right,
Ever.
combatants are set. I've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a
My
death
god, this should be funny at least, right?
crap's always so expensive. No thanks.
Guys, can't stand no one bad-mouthing me spinach. Put 'em up, yes, big palooka.
Whatever.
God.
Give me a 1 and a 2 and a 100
Oh yeah.
Well, blow you ain't got a scratch on yas.
I know.
I love
right?
his mutterings.
Overwhelming strength is so.
Wimpy's hamburgers back there. Wimpy was like a guy that was his friend or that he dealt with. Wait, what? Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold on. Where is it?
I can't read that.
I can't read that. I can't read that. I'm fucking dead, y'all. Okay. Soka.
A little bit more interesting now.
Oh my god. We just need Ultra Instinct Shaggy in here. And then it's on. It's already on. What am I talking about? Oh my god, did they go... Oh, now they're 16-bit. He's just rowing at him, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure he could just swim. But...
Crazy Gazookas.
I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun. Who the hell are you?
Yep, I am what I am, and that's all what I am. So, what do you know? How am I gonna get back home?
I love this so much. Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh, there's this 3D. This is so beautiful. Thank God I'm alive to see this shit. Oh shit!
This is amazing! How did you get so strong?
I eat me spinach.
That's all he does. It's me spinach. Oh, this is amazing.
Can this be?
Everybody not watching this because they think it's a joke fight is a
Heart's beating
dummy.
So fast. My muscles ache. I can feel them again.
That's all I can stand, cause I can't stand no more.
Oh my god.
I never thought it would happen. A serious fight. I found it! Thank you, weird spinach mascot.
Weird spinach mask. Oh man, you're dead.
a big gamble, but now he is scrambled. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
God. Oh my
Well,
God.
I guess you could say that fight was over easy. Wait, except isn't Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose?
It is, but it's more nuanced than that. Despite breaking his limiter, Saitama's strength isn't limitless. He's said so himself.
Breaking his limiter meant his potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world powerful enough to push him to get stronger, like a bodybuilder stuck with 5-pound dumbbells.
He also doesn't possess some magical ability to kill someone in one punch regardless of effort. Powerful adversaries like Boros and Garo have survived his blows repeatedly, albeit briefly, and he's never met anyone quite like Popeye the Sailor Man.
According to the mangaka, One Punch Man's gag is that Saitama is an anime protagonist at the end of his series, slapped in at the beginning of his series, where he's too strong to have a challenge.
So, if we know Saitama's strength does have a limit, what is it?
We know he can deflect Boros' planet-destroying blast, but he was clearly super casual about it. He may have called it his serious punch, but that's the joke. He's only now getting kind of serious.
In order to get as generous a number as possible, let's assume Saitama was exerting the least amount of effort he could to throw that punch. Since he's still technically a human, we can assume the ratio between the least amount of effort possible and the most is relatively consistent with other humans. Let's just say he burned the equivalent of only 1 calorie relative to the strongest punch ever recorded, which was over 1,000 joules. For reference, the average person burns about 1 calorie a minute doing absolutely nothing. So this is assuming Saitama is literally as casual as physically possible.
That'd make his strongest punch about 200 times greater than his weakest. Using Boros' energy blast as a base, Saitama's theoretical strongest punch would be over 11 yotatons of TNT. That's absolutely insane. Enough to annihilate Uranus 4 times over.
Well, that's impressive, but
course.
that's still far less than Popeye's star-busting power, which was millions of times greater. Sure, this is only an estimate. We don't know Saitama's full strength exactly. But the point is, whatever it may be, it can be measured.
That's right, but trying to compare them with just numbers isn't the whole story.
While Saitama can break his world fairly easily, it's still a semi-realistic world that generally obeys the laws of physics.
Popeye in his world, on the other hand, can't really be measured at all. The dude's occupied 2 places at the same time, ripped the film strip he's animated on, and knocked out the guy drawing him. Can't do math to figure that out. Popeye's just on a whole other level of bullshit.
Even if Saitama was strong enough to kill Popeye in 1 punch, Popeye has survived being fully disintegrated, only to recover good as new. Hell, God turned off all of reality and Popeye just ignored it.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping Popeye from just turning Saitama into a bunch of eggs, which he can do without spinach. So even if Popeye was weaker, he'd still have a way to finish the job in 1 punch.
Saitama was easily one of the strongest combatants we've ever seen, but pure strength was no match for Popeye's insane power, survivability, and plain old cartoon shenanigans.
If you thought nothing could match the One Punch Man, now you know Popeye's spinach can.
The winner is Popeye.
That was great.
And that's a wrap for our anniversary season.
my
Thank
God.
you so much for watching and supporting us for over a decade. Here's to another as Death Battle will return in 2022.
I did not know that was going to be the best fight ever. Crazy awesome fight. I didn't catch any of that. I'm sorry, guys. But wow. Amazing fight. Amazing. I have never felt so #blessed to have been a part of this reaction community in this way. This was such a crazy, awesome death battle. And it is just so genuinely funny. Like, everything is just amazing to see. Like, when Popeye went 3D, oh my God. What the hell? Whoever's idea that was, fucking genius, okay? Fucking genius. I love the voice acting, especially for Popeye and his mutterings. Like, that wouldn't be good. You know, some shit like that. It was so freaking amazing. I loved it. And I even think Saitama fans can understand this level of bullshit because, you know, Saitama's pretty much on his own level of bullshit. It's insane. But I hope you guys enjoyed this season of Death Battle. We left out on such a high note. To be able to surpass this last fight it's going to be tough for me because I've seen them all twice. I mean, 100 times, you know, and it just feels like that was the one innovative episode I've seen all season. I hate to say that because I love Death Battle. I think Ben Singer and Boomstick are amazing. I'm sorry, I forget his name right now. The red-haired guy, you know. Chad. Forgive me. I've been working my ass off for the past month now. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know I did. I'll see you guys in the next season of Death Battle. Omae wa mo. Kodoku.